Did you know that trying to drink less water to avoid nighttime bathroom trips could actually be making your prostate problems worse? If you reach over 50 and find yourself cutting back on fluids thinking it lines help you sleep through the night, you might be doing the exact opposite of what your body needs. I'm about to reveal why restricting water intake can backfire spectacularly when it comes to prostate health, and lines share a scientifically backed nighttime hydration schedule that could transform your sleep quality while actually supporting your prostate. Stay with me because what I am about to reveal has helped thousands of men reclaim their nights without sacrificing their health, and it's not what you think. Picture this, you're lying in bed at 2 a.m., staring at the ceiling after your third trip to the bathroom. Sound familiar? Here's the uncomfortable truth that most men don't want to hear. Your prostate, that walnut-sized gland sitting below your bladder, plays a crucial role in your urinary system. As we age, it naturally enlarges, which can create pressure on the urethra and lead to those frustrating midnight bathroom visits. The knee-jerk reaction: cut back on water, especially in the evening. But here's where it gets interesting and counterintuitive. When you restrict water intake, you're actually creating a perfect storm of problems. Think about tomorrow morning when you wake up after deliberately drinking less water. Your mouth feels like sandpaper, but more importantly, something dangerous is happening inside your body that you can't see. Concentrated urine becomes more irritating to your bladder and prostate. Imagine washing dishes with a tiny amount of concentrated soap versus plenty of diluted soapy water. The concentrated version is harsher and more irritating to your hands, just like concentrated urine is to your urinary tract. You're literally creating a more hostile environment for an already sensitive area. But wait, before you think this is just another drink more water video, there's a hidden connection that 90% of men completely miss. Dehydration leads to constipation, and here's where most guys don't realize what's happening. Your rectum sits right behind your prostate. When you're constipated, the pressure from backed up waste actually pushes against your prostate, making symptoms worse. It's like having someone constantly pressing on an already bruised area. Picture yourself struggling in the bathroom tomorrow morning, straining because you didn't drink enough water yesterday. That pressure you're creating isn't just uncomfortable, it's actively making your prostate problems worse. You think you're solving one problem by drinking less, but you're creating 3 more serious ones. Here's where it gets even more complex. Restricted water intake can lead to urinary tract infections, which create inflammation throughout your urinary system. This inflammation can worsen prostate symptoms and create a vicious cycle where you feel like you need to urinate even when your bladder is empty. Your body starts sending false signals, making you think the problem is getting worse when really you're just dehydrated and inflamed. Think about that for a second. You could be experiencing urgent bathroom needs not because your prostate is getting worse, but because you're not drinking enough water. The very thing you thought was the solution is actually the problem. The psychological impact creates another layer of damage. When you're constantly worried about bathroom trips, you develop anxiety around drinking water. This stress actually increases cortisol levels, which contributes to inflammation throughout your body, including your prostate. You end up in a mental loop where fear of symptoms makes the symptoms worse. Imagine having a conversation with your doctor next month, telling him your symptoms are getting worse, when the real culprit is something as simple as not drinking enough water at the right times. Here is the twist that makes this even more dangerous. Most men wait until symptoms become severe before seeking help, all while unknowingly making things worse through dehydration. So, what's the solution? It's not about drinking less water, it's about drinking water smarter. Let me walk you through the strategic hydration schedule that works with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them. The key is understanding your body's circadian rhythm and how it affects urine production. Your body produces less urine naturally during sleep hours thanks to a hormone called Vasopressin. But this only works optimally when you were properly hydrated during the day and time your intake correctly in the evening. Picture your typical day starting tomorrow with this new approach. When you wake up, instead of that single cup of coffee, you're going to front-load your water intake. Drink the majority of your daily water between waking up and 2 p.m. We're talking about 60 to 70% of your total daily intake during these hours. This ensures you're well hydrated without overwhelming your system later. Imagine yourself at lunch tomorrow having already consumed most of your water for the day. You feel energized, your thinking is clearer, and you're setting yourself up for better sleep tonight. Between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., you continue drinking but at a more moderate pace, about 25 to 30% of your daily intake. You're maintaining hydration without creating a flood of fluid that your kidneys will need to process overnight. Here's where most people get it completely wrong. After 6 p.m., you switch 2 small sips only when genuinely thirsty. If you must drink something, warm herbal teas like chamomile or passion flower can actually be beneficial. They provide minimal fluid while offering compounds that may help relax your bladder muscles and reduce inflammation. The golden rule that could change your nights forever: stop all significant fluid intake at least 2 hours before bedtime. Picture yourself tomorrow evening following this schedule. At 8 p.m., you have your last real drink of water. Your kidneys have time to process most of the fluid, dramatically reducing the likelihood of those 2 a.m. bathroom trips. But here is the game-changing technique that thousands of men swear by: the double void method combined with proper timing. About 30 minutes before your planned bedtime, empty your bladder completely. Here's the key part that most men miss: wait about 10 to 15 minutes, then try to urinate again. Many men with prostate issues don't fully empty their bladder on the first attempt. This second void can be the difference between sleeping through the night and waking up multiple times. Imagine next week telling your wife you slept through the night for the first time in months. That's what proper strategic hydration combined with the double void technique can do. Temperature matters more than you think. Avoid very cold drinks in the evening, as they can stimulate your bladder like a shock to your system. Room temperature or slightly warm beverages are much gentler and less likely to trigger urgent bathroom needs. Quality of hydration is just as important as quantity and timing. Pure water is ideal, but you can also count herbal teas, diluted natural fruit juices, and even foods with high water content like watermelon or cucumber toward your daily intake. Avoid caffeine after 2 p.m. and alcohol in the evening, as both can irritate your bladder and disrupt your sleep cycle. Here's what I want you to do starting tonight. Keep a simple log for 1 week. Note your water intake timing, nighttime bathroom trips, and sleep quality. Most men see improvement within 3 to 5 days of following this schedule consistently. You'll be amazed at how something so simple can transform your nights. Remember, proper hydration supports your prostate health, reduces inflammation, prevents constipation, and actually improves your sleep quality when done strategically. The goal isn't to drink less water, it's to drink water more intelligently. Your prostate will thank you, your sleep will improve, and you'll feel more energetic during the day. Start this strategic hydration schedule tonight and keep that simple log for 1 week. Most men see dramatic improvement within 3 to 5 days. But here's what most doctors won't tell you about the other half of the equation. You can drink water perfectly, but if you're spending 8 hours a day slowly destroying your prostate without knowing it, none of this matters. What I discovered about the hidden danger of prolonged sitting will shock you, and the 2-minute solution that protects your prostate better than any supplement. Don't make another move until you see this.